Shalom, this is Shamar Mob coming back at you. I just wanted to add on to a little something I've read further down in this book, Makers of Ancient Strategy. This is page 173. I just wanted to read this. It says, continue on from one Jewish high officer, Tiberius Julius Alexander of Egypt. It says, in this example and in others that could be discussed from around the empire, it is difficult to distinguish the Romans from their subjects, a procedure made even more complicated because natives, when enfranchised, took Roman names, and many cannot be distinguished in historical records from ethnic Italians. For example, while several of Herod's military officers have Roman names, we do not know if they were enfranchised Jews or soldiers imported or borrowed from Rome's legionary armies. Should we count all Roman citizens as Roman, including King Herod and his successors, as Josephus himself and all retired auxiliary soldiers, their freedmen, their descendants, and the descendants of their freedmen? Should Paul of Tarsus, whose family had acquired Roman citizenship from an unknown patron, therefore count as Roman, along with any freedman in his family? Should we rather count only the staff sent from Italy, the procurator and his entourage? Should we count only legionary soldiers? But there were no legions deployed in Judea before. Let me repeat that. But there were no legions deployed in Judea before the revolt of 66. One scholar writing on Gaul has described the term Roman as a social status, not an ethnicity. And as such, it was fluid. One could be more or less Roman, more or less enmeshed in the web of Roman culture and influences, and there was no sharp line between ruler and subjects. What most historians refer to simplicity as the conquest of Judea by Pompey in 66 BC is subjection to Rome through a series of puppet kings Josephus describes as a baffling, complex process entwining Jewish dynastic intrigue, Roman civil war, a triangular set of international relations, and conflicts among Romans, Parthians, Romans and Jews and Parthians, as well as a more local sphere of relationships, especially Judea and Arabia. Every individual of Roman troops from the region saw a new uprising under a new candidate for leadership and a reassertion of local power bases until finally a period of relative stability followed Herod's defeat of Aristobulus in 37 BC. Rome incorporation of the Greek East, or Caesar's conquest of Gaul, could be described in a similar way. Only close attention to tensions and conflicts indigenous to the area can adequately explain Roman intervention and describe its results. You see? So what it's talking about is basically it was a land grab, and those who saw the power structure coming, the armies coming down, they incorporated themselves into those armies. You know, the Roman army was just like it is here in America today. The army is made up of all nationalities, and all nationalities flow into it. The pay is supposed to be adequate. You get your benefits, you get your housing, you get your meals, you get your family can move with you in different garrisons throughout the empire. So this is what even Israelites have done in the Roman army. They found refuge in the Roman army, you know. And I just wanted to bring that out, that being a Roman or considered Roman, just like being considered in America, was a melting pot. America is a melting pot, and Rome was a melting pot. That's why we say that America is Rome all over again, because they've done the same things then and they do the same things now. Where all nations are welcome. And it's just one big happy family. That's what a Roman citizen was. See, Paul was a Roman citizen. If you was born in a Roman province, you were considered a Roman citizen, right? And sometimes you could buy your citizenship. So saying that you are a Roman doesn't mean you was an Edomite. A Roman could have been an Israelite, just like Paul, just like Cornelius. And with that, I just want to say, Kal Halal Yahweh Shem Yahushua again. Hope this was edifying. Try to bring out this truth. Try to bring out this understanding of who Cornelius was and how important it is to see that the Gentiles were given salvation through their faith, through their alms, and through their fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. With that, Shalom.